it is one of the dirtiest moves in NBA history, in my opinion, doing what he did, joining a 73-win team. It's unforgivable in my eyes. But based off what he's doing right at this present moment for the Phoenix Suns, pretty much when Devin Booker was out, was carrying this whole entire team. And if we're really comparing his level of play right now to when he was in his prime, back in the OKC days, back when he was obviously winning those chips with Golden State, I honestly believe Kevin Durant is playing the best basketball of his career at this point in time. It's crazy to think because he's torn his Achilles, and we've seen how much that's hindered guys.
How does he do that?
That's crazy.
Tearing your Achilles
and playing better. That's usually a career ender. Look at Kobe. Was never the same player. Klay Thompson tore his Achilles, never the same player. And he's probably like on his way to being like, diminished in terms of,
he's probably done. Let's be real.
Not done, but he's not going to be that Klay Thompson we expect. 100%. And then another guy to add to that, John Wall, tore his Achilles. Not the same player. Brandon Jennings, tore his Achilles. Never the same player. So for KD to be able to do what he's doing after tearing his Achilles and coming back, and think about it, he's 6'11", 7 foot. These other guys are all smaller kind of players. Obviously Kobe and who else did I mention on that list just then?
Kobe, Jennings, Wall, Klay.
Klay, yeah. So Kobe and Klay obviously 6'6", 6'7" guys, but Kevin Durant, a 7-footer, to tear his Achilles, which is obviously going to be a lot bigger, the tendon on a 7-footer than it is on a guy that's a lot smaller. For him to come back and play the way he is, it's incredible. And I'll just rattle off the numbers for him this year because my word is he having some sort of season. So
it's actually crazy though, because I remember there was a point in time at OKC, Russ was injured, Ibaka was injured, and it's the exact same thing. KD once again saves the day, leads him to the playoffs. It's like KD, who's he playing with right now? Brad Bill's out.
Booker's having a pretty good season, but at the end of the day,
he's been injured as well. So Eric Gordon, Yuta Watanabe, this roster.
Kato Bates Diop.
When you take away those
Drew
guys,
Eubanks.
Gee whiz,
100%. He's currently second in scoring, 31.4 points per game, 7 boards, nearly 6 assists.
6 assists, that's the main one.
Yeah.
There was a genuine conversation. People were saying KD is not a playmaker. That was a debate. I remember before the set, a lot of channels or a lot of people in the NBA community were talking about who's going to be that point guard or lead guard on this team, whether it's Booker or Bill, and they were saying KD will never change. Well, 6 assists per game for Kevin Durant. That's really impressive.
What impresses me is that he's averaging 1.2 blocks per game. So he's getting it done defensively as well. We've always known he's been a really good shot blocker. Obviously, with those long arms, he can contest any shot pretty much that comes his way. But then his field goal percentage is absolutely ludicrous. 53% from the field, 52.2% from the three-point line, 6th best in the entire association, and 89.1% from the free-throw line. Nearly 50-50-90. And averaging what he's averaging, he is absolutely incredible. And again, take away everything about Kevin Durant that you dislike, maybe about, like I said, how he's gone about certain things. Put that all to the side, and you can't help but agree with what I've said here about him playing the best basketball of his career. Obviously, he's had some big moments, and he's played some amazing basketball over his career, and we know that for a fact. But right now, with his back against the wall with his Phoenix team, obviously a lot of pressure on this team to succeed come playoff time with the amount of talent that they do have in Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and himself. You expect this team to do well. So the fact that there is pressure on him, Booker was out, Beal was out, he stepped up. It's starting to come good now. So individually, he's playing out of his mind. Collectively as a team, if they can start to put it together and really, get on a run, they'll be dangerous come playoff time, in my opinion.
Yeah. Before we came in here, I was watching the KD video. Remember back in the day where he's like, I'm sick of being number 2. That was the coldest thing. And then he won the MVP. It's hard not to love a guy like KD. But moving on,